So today I think we have a lot to talk about, and actually I've been putting this video off for a couple days, mostly because I'm playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Get off my back. Now I actually got a question literally, I want to say yesterday, I think it was tagged to my TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, by the way. Someone asked me like, Rhyme, do you not play Dragon Ball games anymore? Are you over the franchise, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. The answer is no. Just nothing has been happening in Dragon Ball in a very, very long time. Like a long time. We think about it. The last game we got was Kakarot, which came out like what, 2019, 2018? 2019, something like that, a long time ago. The whole thing they've been doing is releasing DLC for all these games, which is perfectly okay because the games are fun, and for what they offer in each different game, it fulfills those holes that we're looking for as Dragon Ball fans. You know, from the fighter franchise, or fighting game franchise, we have Dragon Ball Fighters to play, which I enjoy a lot. You know, Android 21 just came out, and that's about it. I kind of wish that they actually had real support for the game, not just 21. On top of that, 21 was a whole nother discussion to have. I haven't really played the game since she came out, but I've been seeing on Twitter like how much of a monster that character is and why it's actually bad for the overall balance of the game. So it's a whole nother discussion. Then we got Xenoverse, which is doing their DLC 300, and they're getting ready to drop UI Goku, which we got in the vote a year ago now-ish, and that's coming out later this summer, which, by the way, we're going to react to the trailer here in a second for that. And now we got Dragon Ball Z Kakarot as of this morning. I see this tweet saying that we are getting DLC for Kakarot, which kind of confused me. It's like, it's cool that they're supporting that game as well, but the fact that they're still pushing out content and that's their focus for every single game is cool but weird to me. And the reason I say weird is because as a Dragon Ball fan for the past 10 years, not just for the past 10 years, but my entire life, but specifically for the past 10 years on YouTube, I've always been basically ready for a new game to come out every single year, and then we go through the whole experience of playing something new, and then we wait for the next year for something to come out. We haven't had that in a long time, because now they just kind of focus on DLC side of things, and until we get an actual new game, it's kind of hard to just like keep up with the Dragon Ball franchise on the YouTube side of things. Honestly, like the Dragon Ball side of gaming is a bit dead right now. And when I say dead, I mean not like no one's playing, because people are definitely playing. But in regards though, it's just not as exciting for now. You know, obviously when the next DLC drops with Xenoverse 2, I'm gonna be balls deep in that. You know, at least for like a week and a half, maybe a month. We'll see how it goes. And then if they happen to ever announce another season of Dragon Ball Fighters with actual DLC and balance patches, I'm gonna be excited. And even when Kakarot's DLC comes out, I'm gonna be excited for that week and a half, 2 weeks that they have that, you know. But until we get a brand new game, and I'm not talking about Dragon Ball Breakers. Dragon Ball Breakers is a fun game. I'm excited to play it. You know, I love those kind of survival, what was it called? Asymmetrical mode? Whatever the genre is. I love playing those kind of games. You know, I like Dead by Daylight. I love Friday the 13th. I love those kind of games where one person takes on the bad guy, and then the friends have to get together and survive. Like, that's actually fun to me. The game's a bit janky from the beta that we played, but overall, it is something that I'm looking forward to whenever it drops as another thing to do. But we desperately need like a Xenoverse 3 or a Fighters 2 or a Budokai 5. I don't care, just something that's a bit different that kind of breathes like fresh air into the Dragon Ball game franchise, because for now it's kind of like we're just basically treading water. And when it comes down to mobile games, I'm just over the mobile games as well, which is another reason why I haven't been playing them as much. I mean, you guys know me, I stopped playing Dokkan almost a year ago now, and it's crazy how fast time flies. And even Legends is definitely a decline for me as well in regards to me being as excited as I used to be about it. And I mentioned already, I probably will not be making Legends video at least until the anniversary. That is as long as whatever they do for the anniversary is exciting, hype, and, you know, has my interest peaked. I mean, for all you know, a new LF is going to get announced in the next week/next week, and I'll be all balls deep in the game again. But for now, I'm just kind of like doing the whole roller coaster thing where I'm just getting less and less excited as the game updates. But yeah, without further ado though, let me put on my headphones and check out this UI Goku thing, because you guys know I actually voted for this UI Goku. I'm excited for it. But I quickly want to ask you before I hop into this trailer, what are you currently playing in the Dragon Ball side of things? Are you still super deep into the mobile games? Are you playing Fighters and Xenoverse? You know, I'm seeing the interest in these games definitely go down more and more. But again, they're old. You know, Xenoverse came out in 2016 and 2015 for the first version of the game. Fighters has been out since, what, 2018, 2017? Like, time is going by fast, and the more time passes, the less interest will be around these games unless they start updating them. Which is why I always say updates are cool, and I like the fact that they did 300 DLCs for Xenoverse, because again, it kept us playing this long, and it's going to keep us playing for a long time. But what are you playing? Leave it down below. Without further ado, play, and let's see what this UI Goku looks like, because I've been excited about this. Ooh, the music though, let me turn it down a little bit. In the past, the top of participated in contest to vote. I love that they were including us in making us vote. Okay. I still feel like they're going to give us all these characters. GT Vegeta is such a random one to include. It's definitely UI Goku. We already noticed. He was already announced. I did briefly see the character. I have not seen his trailer yet, but I did briefly see the character when they first revealed it. I was live on Twitch when it happened. State your wish. Ooh! It's so cool. Now, people on Twitter did say he is somewhat of a reskin, which is kind of disappointing. But they made him look different. They made him look more fresh, if that makes sense. Like, some of those combos are in the Master UI Goku as well. But it looks different, if that makes sense. Like, those are unique strings, and then he'll do stuff that the other Goku does as well. Like, that punch, we know UI Goku does as well, but because the angles are different, it's not the same? I don't know. Is that all we get to see from him? That's it! Okay, hold on. Let me start that entire thing over now. Play. I need to see that entire thing again because I just realized I'm already talking, expecting more. Why does Bandai always do this? Where they show us a new character, and not just in Xenoverse, but they do this with all their games. They'll show us something new, and it'll just be like 2 seconds of it. Like, come, I didn't get to see anything. Also, I think from what people were saying, they're going to include more than just UI Goku. I had a theory a while back that they're going to probably include all of them because I feel like the only unique characters here really are Bergamo, Dispo, and then you can count UI Goku sort of. But 18 and the GT Vegeta are basically already in the game, so just giving those characters to us, I can see that being a thing. Alright, let's see this again real fast so I can focus on it. That's badass. This is the power of Ultra Instinct. Ooh, see, I like what they did with him. I wonder if he's going to be similar to... That's definitely the ult. So, again, they didn't really show us much. I wonder if he's going to play similar to UI Goku, the mastered one, but a bit different, if that makes sense. But I think he looks pretty fun. For me, as a fan of UI Sign Omen, way better than the final version of Ultra Instinct with the silver hair, I definitely like that way better. I don't regret voting for that, I'll be honest with you. But I'm curious to see what they're going to do overall with the actual DLC. Now, here's the thing. Part of me hopes that they do all 5 characters, just because I feel like GT Vegeta, 18 are kind of like not really that original. Like, you know what I mean? Like they'll be original characters with how they would fight and super attacks that they might have. But they're not like unique, if that makes sense. Really, the only unique characters will be Dispo, Bergamo, and of course the UI Sign. So, you know what'd be cool is if they did something where they do those 3 characters maybe as like paid DLC, and then they give us the GT Vegeta and the 18 for free. But from my understanding, I think a lot of people actually voted for GT Vegeta, which kind of blows my mind. Not to have something against Vegeta, but like it's just like GT Vegeta, like it's, unless they give him the ability to transform to Super Saiyan 4, which they never do stuff like that. I don't see really the appeal, if that makes sense. Now, if you voted for the character, let me know down below what you liked about him. But for me, GT Vegeta is like one of my least favorite forms of Vegeta, not counting like Super Saiyan 4 and stuff like that. Obviously, Vegeta and GT is cool. I just think that form of Vegeta, like with just him, you know, in that outfit, I guess Super Saiyan is just kind of like, yeah, whatever, you know. And again, when I have to compare myself to choose between Dispo, Bergamo, and everybody else, and then it's like GT Vegeta that was at the top, I'm just kind of like, but how? Again, nothing against anybody that voted for him, because again, end of the day, what you want to see in the game is on you, and obviously your opinion matters the most to you as a player of the game. So kind of want to toss it out there, but I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see what happens. You know, something that I'm really also looking forward to is not just the DLC itself for this game, but also what they're going to do in regards to the overall lifespan as far as like balance patches and stuff like that. Because I think what will make Xenoverse in a very, very good place right now is you patch up a couple things to make it more refreshing. Because the thing about Fighters that I love is whenever a new season would drop in Fighters, they would drop a crazy balance patch that makes the game feel completely different for the entirety of that year and that season. And if they start doing that with Xenoverse, I think that'd be great, but it could also be dangerous because right now we're in a point where Xenoverse is pretty decently balanced with air quotes. The only reason I say that with air quotes is because technically the game is broken, but everything's broken, if that makes sense. So the wrong patch could send the game in the wrong direction for like the next year, and that could be a disaster. That's why it's kind of like, do you want to actually balance it out, or what do you do? I don't know. But yeah, Let me know your thoughts down below on number 1, who you voted for, and 2, how you feel about this update for Xenoverse 2, which is coming later this summer. Also, won't be surprised. I think DBS Hype tweeted this, but I won't be surprised if there's going to be some kind of update in regards to Dragon Ball Superhero as well, which you guys know was delayed because of a crazy hack that happened with Toei. That's going to come out later this summer, the actual movie. So a lot has happened this summer, I assume, you know, and I feel like also with how Radio Silent Breakers has been, they're either doing some crazy patchwork to that game to make it a lot smoother and better, or we'll probably get a next big update for that game as well later this summer, and hopefully they did a lot of changes to it. Otherwise, if that game drops the way it did, like I said, it'll be fun with friends, but not one of those games that you're going to want to come home and just play all the time. Like, there's just no way. So, yeah. Oh, also, when we add it, give me your best guesses what you think is going to happen with Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. The only thing I can think about is it's got to be Dragon Ball Super. You know, Dragon Ball Super is something that people want to see in Kakarot really, really badly. And with the foundation that Kakarot is, this is the perfect time to, instead of doing like a Kakarot 2 or a Kakarot Super, is to just keep adding DLC for that game as well over the course of the future. And then, of course, again, add stuff that makes the game refreshing and fun in the long run. You know, I like the fact that they added the Vegito and Gotenks thing a while back, but honestly, it wasn't enough to bring me back into the game. So, and also, for the love of God, separate the card mode in its own separate game, because the game is fun. I just don't want to go into Kakarot to play it. That makes sense. I would love to see if we have that on like mobile or something. That'd be a lot of fun. I will play that as much as I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And you guys know me, I love my Yu-Gi-Oh! But yeah. There's a lot happening right now, but also not much, if that makes sense. Like, that was a lot of information to kind of take in. So I guess let me know your thoughts and everything down below in regards to the Dragon Ball gaming world. And I guess the second we get more information in regards to DLC and just overall game releases in the future, we'll talk about it. For now, though, I'm just kind of like, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Nothing against Dragon Ball games, just nothing happening, if that makes sense. So yeah. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below if you're excited for Dragon Ball updates in the future. Thumbs up, and I guess we'll see you guys down below. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Peace.